Hello and welcome to the Dune Minute Podcast, your place to dive deep, minute by minute, into the cinematic adaptations of Frank Herbert's world of Dune. I'm one of your hosts, John.
And I'm Zach. Do you think there's a difference between diving deep and deep dive?
I don't know. I'm just reading off of the script that you sent me.
That is not what I wrote, but okay.
Read it.
Did I really write dive deep? Because I've been saying deep dive.
Yeah, your place to dive deep, minute by minute, into the cinematic adaptations of Frank Herbert's world of Dune.
John, am I dumb?
I don't know. We're keeping all of this in.
Yeah, of course.
No, because like there was the one that I just kind of like tried to do it off of memory, where I fucked up when I said Hank Ferbert the first time.
That's true. That's true. Hank Ferbert.
Hank Ferbert.
That's not what we're here to. We're not talking about here to talk about Hank Ferbert. We're here to talk about Dune.
We are. We're starting this week off talking about some rainfall.
Mm-hmm.
We're back on Caladan, and we're going to end with spoilers, another glow globe.
Okay, cool.
So, no, this week we are watching the little egg-shaped ship, say that 5 times fast, that we saw leaving the Highliner at the end of last week's minute, descend onto Caladan. And we know it's Caladan because we see the same hexagonal floor from the what do you call it? The hangar, that word. Yep.
The ship garage, I think is what I called it.
The ship garage, yeah. We see the hexagonal floor of the hangar, except this time it's nighttime and it's raining. There's some chanting audio in the background. We don't know what's being said, but they are
so many times.
They are women's voices and they're indiscernible. That's what my notes say.
I listened to it so many times trying to pick out words, and it seems like gibberish. If it is another language, please write to us, tell us if anyone knows. But I could not pick out anything.
You can email us at duneminute@gmail.com.
Always be plugging. Always be plugging.
We see a woman huddled in black on the floor. We don't know if she's crying or praying or whatever. And another sharp cut to lights descending through trees on this landing ship.
Yep.
We cut back to the woman. We see it as Jessica, and she is scared shitless. There is no other way to describe it. Her hands are trembling. She's doing that thing that nervous people do where they like pick at their cuticles and stuff.
Yep. I said my bullet point for this couple of seconds is Jessica's looking stressed.
Yeah. She
just absolutely stressed.
She could use a cigarette or two. But yeah, there's just utter fear in her eyes. And then we see that egg ship, once again, as you predicted, it's fucking huge.
It is massive.
Finishes its descent onto the surface of Caladan, and it begins to open up. And we get one of my favorite shots of the movie. The camera is looking at the ship from the side, and we see Sisters of the Bene Gesserit starting to like walk out of the ship. And there's this big light beam behind them. So it does this really cool, like, halo effect almost.
Oh, sure.
Behind them and everything. And they are just booking it through the rain. It's like when you're at the grocery store and it's pouring rain and you just got to haul ass from your car out of the parking lot.
That's right.
But I think the costume design was led by Jacqueline West and Bob Morgan.
Okay.
We've talked about the number of people that have worked on this movie. Costumes have over 80 people dedicated to them.
Whew, goodness.
And they're just, they kill it with every single group. You can tell that they really like put all of their heart and soul into everything.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to see, the Bene Gesserit with their big blocky hats.
What do you think is under those? What do you think is under those hats?
I don't know. I genuinely.
I don't know why I think this. Every time I see them, they're big tall hats. I think they look like Chinese takeout rice containers that are just on top of their heads.
I'd like to imagine it's like a Ratatouille kind of situation, but it's like obviously not a rat, like maybe like a baby Shai Hulud or whatever, just controlling all of the Bene Gesserit.
I was like, what other animal have we seen so far? I don't think we've seen anything.
It's either Muad'Dib or it's fucking Shai Hulud, baby.
Yeah.
Or I guess we saw some crows in the.
I mean, they're smart enough.
They are.
No, so we get the tall hatted Bene Gesserits.
Yes.
Walking out.
Walking through the sideways rain.
Yeah. Yep.
And Jessica is stressed.
Oh man. So then we cut to a sleeping Paul after this.
It's his favorite activity.
It is. Once again, Paul's going to be awoken in the middle of a night's sleep.
Yep.
Do you think he ever gets a full night's sleep, or is this a regular occurrence where he's just always being woken up?
Random people just wake him up. Yeah. I would like to have thought that, like, before the transition of Arrakis, they'd
let him rest a little bit.
Yeah, he would get some sleep. But who knows?
Nope. Apparently not.
And my notes, I have it where it says, this time it's Jessica waking Paul up, not his own dreams. Just kidding. Chani's here again. Yeah. Because we get that one like super fast cut where she's just like, Paul. And then like you just hear Jessica like, Paul, wake up.
Yep. I said another Chani flash in my notes.
Yep. We really need to go back and
we need to count those. We need to count them. Another Globe sighting right here.
Globe sighting. Gotta
call them out every time.
Yep.
And we get the get dressed and come with me. This is the second time within roughly 20 minutes of movie that Jessica has told Paul what to wear.
Yep.
Or just given him the clothes.
Yeah, because in this case, we just see her just like grabbing shit out of the dresser.
Yeah.
And she's like, put that on. I'll see you outside.
That is inconsequential. I just thought it was just strange that it's happened so fast together.
Look,
or so close together.
I mean, I think she's just being a mom at that point. Right?
Sure.
Like how many times did you wake up for school and your mom like threw clothes at you and was just like, fucking put them on?
Hardly ever. No, that never happened to me.
Okay. Well, you and I had different childhoods. So.
That did not happen to me. I attributed this action, like her just taking the clothes out, of Jessica. We've already talked. She is fucking stressed right now. And she's probably just like, get the fuck up, do it. Put the goddamn clothes on.
Yeah.
She's just freaking out. And I would have to imagine her type A personality, if she has one, is coming out right at this moment.
She doesn't want to give Paul any opportunity to like lollygag.
No, absolutely.
Or whatever.
Because again, he is a teenager.
He is. And that's where our minute ends.
Yeah. So
it's a short one.
Most of it was taken up by eggs landing on the planet, big hats walking in the rain, Jessica stressing the fuck out on the ground. Surprise Chani
for a literal half second.
Another look back. It was another look back over the shoulder for Chani. So it's in her favorites.
Wasn't a look back over.
It was definitely like not a full like face shot. I think it was turned.
I'm gonna pull the movie up right now.
Let's do it. Is that copyrighted?
I would assume so.
All right, well, I'm going to stop it there.
Yeah. Yeah, Jessica's standing over Paul. She does this weird, like, sideways head look thing. She's, like, freaking out. Yeah, no, all right. So, it's
not a direct, like, full over.
She's not just, like, in front of the camera, just like, hey.
No,
but
she's definitely looking sideways.
Yeah, she's looking sideways. Okay.
All right. Keeping in theme of Chani looking back towards Paul.
Sure.
As if she's leading him somewhere through his dreams. Spooky.
Who knows?
We'll find out later.
We'll find out in 135 minutes or so, give or take.
All right, cool. Anything else on that minute?
Not much on that minute. I just want to give Jessica a cigarette, honestly.
Yeah, right. All right, cool. Well, if you want to reach out to us, we are on Instagram at The Dune Minute.
We're on formerly known as Twitter at Dune Minute, and email duneminute@gmail.com.
Yeah, feel free to send us any kind of suggestions or questions or anything like that. We will do our best to check those in a timely manner. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for the next minute of this wonderful Dune movie.
We'll be here.
See ya.